You wrong.
It is. Michelle, you don't know how much they go for chicken and biscuits, especially,
like,
times hard.
Like fried chicken? Or?
Yeah, baby, fried. And the extra biscuit. I get an extra biscuit and a strawberry soda. And they love that. We go and put on South Park and it's on.
That's the foreplay. Throw on a biscuit. Yeah.
Well, because it's all the time, Vic. I don't know about if you had experience, but I once dated a girl I met. She was so beautiful. She was young, however. She at the time, she's about 20, and her total conversation consisted of daytime television. I had to ride with her to the valley one time just to take her somewhere, and the whole time it was pretty much about daytime television. Her whole conversation was about the soaps. She was one of those people. She had to be home by a certain time. See, back in the day, you didn't have Hulu and TiVo. You had to be there to watch the soaps. So she would rush to get home to see the soaps, and you couldn't interrupt her. Just like
oh my God.
I'm serious. That's like
I don't even have a TV.
People are like that. I had a girlfriend. If you interrupt her, when I Love Lucy was on, she would go ballistic. Once Lucy hits the screen, you don't talk during Lucy. So I'm just saying you have to
I can understand that. So who doesn't love
the guys that you met? They have matches out there. I'm telling you, they really do. They have matches out there, and they just happened to meet you that night. But on a different night, you'd be surprised.
Well, I'm telling you, I walked down. Okay, so I'm from Phoenix, Tempe, which is where ASU is, and I worked on Mill Avenue, which is like the main center for all the bars and everything, whatever. And every time I walked to work, I'd get cat calls and honks and stuff, and it was fine and whatever. But on Western Avenue, it's like Mill Avenue times 20.
Oh yeah, Western's bad, baby.
Really bad. Like I walked down to Sunset to go to Walgreens to get headphones, which
Locherman, I know all those late night things.
I know, it's crazy, but it was during the day. And I literally, guys stopped in the road, on the road.
You kind of got it going on,
Well, I mean, I've never seen, I stopped traffic.
That's what I'm saying, Michelle.
I stopped traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the red hair, girl. You all right.
I mean, I was just really shocked. I actually had to tell the guy, dude, go. You're stopping traffic. There's cars honking at you right now. What is up? I don't understand.
I can tell you that
I don't understand. And then I just
it happens.
Wait a minute, Mario. You're not being direct.
I'm just saying this is what happens. It's the hormonal influences that happen with young men when they are exposed to a woman like you. It's strictly hormonal. They actually don't have any control over it. They can try to deny it, but suddenly they get a cramp. Suddenly get a cramp and a seizure, and shit starts to come out their mouth. Any kind of shit. It's like blah, 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 because it's all about you and the evil estrogen, female influence, and how we men just totally turn to putty.
Yeah.
Do they offer you a credit card, by the way, or anything? Do they?
No.
Because they will.
Usually I just smile and say, fuck off. It's very...
And even when you see... And see, it knows how when she said it.
It's a little.
It was so much better than mine.
Yeah,
it was so much better. You can remember. You can go back on YouTube. You'll be able to play that over. You'll be able to loop that.
I know.
That fuck you.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me try to play catch up real quick, just about 10 seconds, because Mario has to continue on. This doesn't really happen in Phoenix, Tempe. They don't have the slow down. What's up, baby?
No, I get guys. You get cat calls and you get honks, but nobody ever stops their car, in traffic, on a street, in a lane.
I used to always do this one and go does this smell like chloroform?
Is that your pickup line? Does it work
and they wake up. I go, here's a special drink for you.
Just take it. Shoot that.
And they wake up a little later in the park, slightly moist between the thighs.
Oh. No. You see that face? Oh, boy.
Okay,
oh my
but
God.
I think you're ready.
Yeah.
So before we do that, now, so you're going to be here, so you're seeking out your acting career.
Yeah. I actually, I went to a couple of networking mixers randomly, and... Randomly. Well, I had a promo gig for Yes Vodka, say yes.
Yes.
And it was on Cahuenga and Sunset or something.
Wonderful.
I don't know, at a bar, and it randomly was a networking mixer. So after I got off work, I thought, well, shoot, I'm just going to stay here and network. So I did that, and I met this guy who later invited me to a Hollywood party for some film thing. I don't know. And so it was at a penthouse, which was kind of cool. Like my second...
And you just got in.
Yeah, my second day in Hollywood, and I'm partying at a penthouse.
See,
I don't know.
be a fine redhead out there.
Okay, so we're at the penthouse, and it's a big party, and I meet a photographer who offers to do my headshots, and I'm like, okay, sure. So I got headshots done with him, and I'm going to print them up this week. I've already got my resumes, and I'm just going to mail them out to all the agency is accepting unsolicited talent. Woo! So, yeah, sign me.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, when you,
just like all the other actresses coming here from
if and when you're hanging out with Paris or any of those Kardashian girls, you give us a ring.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't do reality.
Well, you never know. You might run one of them Kardashian. And I want a Kardashian cousin. I keep saying I can't afford one of the Kardashians themselves. I need a Kardashian cousin.
Going upscale.
Yeah, that's what I want, a Kardashian cousin.
High class.
Well, we're going to now, Michelle, we're going to hit some of the news items, and we want you to help us review some of them. But it's that time, Vic.
What time is it, man?
It's that time.
It's that
It's
other
that
time.
time.
Oh, here it
Ladies,
is.
it's time.
It's that called
Good news.
bad news.
And the other shit. That's right. Good news.
Bad news and the other shit.
One more time. Good news.
Bad news.
And
The other.
shit. Hey! Bum, bum, bum.
That was a really good introduction. I
Thank
think.
you.
I
I
think
thought-
that went
excellent.
really well.
Very
There you
really
go.
well.
She likes
Props.
Well,
There you go.
first of all, the good news, because you know we try to shape the news into the good news, the bad news, and the other shit, ladies and gentlemen. The good news, the bad news, and the other shit. So first of all, today, to start it off on the right foot, let's deal with the good news. Michelle, Charlie Sheen is going to take a break. So I want everybody to say, welcome, thank good, Charlie. Charlie! You know, they say, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I was watching. Cut that out. Thank you. I was watching the History Channel. They have the weirdest thing, some History Channel nowadays. But I guess Charlie Sheen, you know, and his whole scandal, they've been reviewing his whole life. And how he testified in the case, you know, with Heidi Fleiss and all that. And it turns out that they say Charlie, besides being a big partier, he's got a pretty big weenie. That's what I had never heard that before. I had never heard that. Had you heard that?
I watched the E! True Hollywood Story on him.
Okay. See, I had never heard him at this dick before. But now that they mentioned it, I get it even more. Well, Charlie Sheen, notorious partier, playboy, married to Denise Rich. That wasn't enough. She wasn't fine hiding herself.
Yep.
Well, you know, he's had some problems recently. They say he really likes to use the drugs. He's known as a good party man. One of the hookers that, excuse me, not hooker, porn star.
Very different. Very
Right.
different.
He loves to party with porn stars, but he does sometimes pay them for sex. Whatever.
Yeah.
But one of them said there's at least $20,000 worth of cocaine on the table. So, and that, you know, he's known. Yes.
Okay, this doesn't have to
that
do
made
with...
you stop.
No, I have something to say.
Oh, okay. That's how you choke. No, you...
Okay, so I have never seen people do cocaine in public before, ever.
But in private, have you seen it?
No, well, whatever. But, no, okay, so I've worked at a bar for 3 years.
Okay.
In Phoenix, in Tempe, whatever. And usually if people are going to do illegal substances other than, you know, marijuana, they make it really private. Like, you know, they go somewhere else, get out of people's faces. So the bar that I was working at yesterday, people were doing lines of coke in, like, plain daylight.
Because this is
on the
L.A.
table.
This is L.A.
I've never seen that before.
This is L.A.
I was
What
like,
bar
oh
is
my
this?
God. I can't, no, I'm not going to say that. But I'm walking around with my tray of shots, and I'm like, oh, you guys are doing cocaine right now.
And they said, you're so observant.
I've never seen that, like, with dollar bills. I thought, this
They
is
used
like
to
a
do
movie.
that back-
This is like a movie.
Back
It
in the
is.
80s when they claimed that
They're back.
cocaine was not addictive.
The 80s are back.
We used to see people snorting cocaine out in the public in Los Angeles. It was true. At nightclubs, you could go to a club, a party, you know.
Yeah.
And you would actually see this back in the day. That's it. I didn't know it was making a comeback.
It is. And you know what? They don't buy shots. I feel like...
So that's really messed with your whole
Yeah,
economy.
it
They bring their own dope.
Yeah. I was kind of upset because all the people that weren't doing cocaine were like, shots, yeah, woohoo, which is great because that brings in income for me to pay rent. But the cocaine users, they didn't partake in the alcohol, and I thought, well, that's a real bummer. It's a real bummer for me.
These damn cocaine people mess with the economy.
They should have a
and
city
weed people
ordinance.
are so much nicer.
Oh, and I saw a guy that looked kind of like Charlie Sheen at the bar.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I don't know if it was him. I don't think it was him because if he's in rehab, that would probably.
Well, you know, they take breaks sometimes.
Yeah, but I saw some guy. I really did see some guy, and I was like, wow, he looks kind of like Charlie Sheen. Well, interesting.
It could have been Charlie. But anyway, Michelle, they put the show, you know, two and a half men on hiatus. Charlie's going to rehab now. I don't know if you know this. Here in Malibu, we have more rehabs here in Malibu, I think, than in almost any place else in the country.
True. And
they have wonderful shrimp, and after lunch, they have the wonderful warm croissants, and after you have the pool and wonderful massage.
That sounds like a good time.
It is a wonderful rehab. Yeah, rehab here is wonderful. You never know who you're going to meet there, too. Just the most wonderful people.
It's a really good place to network.
I've never seen anybody actually sit there and go, my concern is that you guys need to drink more alcohol and less cocaine. I've never seen that argument.
Too much damn cocaine.
You have to come back.
First off, alcohol is not illegal.
I know.
Second off, I get tipped when they purchase alcohol from me. And third...
You got to come back.
I'll be happy to. Third, I don't really have a third. It's just, it's just...
We'll just leave it as a blank.
People are doing cocaine. I don't know.
It'll be a third coming up.
But you know what is popular in Phoenix? Have you heard of Lindsay Lohan, a drink?
We've certainly heard of Lindsay.
But the drink.
The drink.
No,
have you heard of it?
No, I haven't heard
of it. Okay, it's actually kind of funny. It's a red-headed slut with a splash of Coke.
So what's in it again?
It's a red-headed slut. You know, the drink. So it's like whiskey and cranberry, whatever.
Well,
and a splash of Coke.
That's a crazy... Okay, now you wait.
As
you
think Coca-Cola.
See what I'm saying? That's a crazy name for a drink, but we had one too in my day. You know what it was? What? It was a slow, comfortable screw up against the wall. It was a slow gin Southern Comfort screwdriver that was mixed like a Harvey Wallbanger. You know, drinks get so faddish. Now, this one is a red-headed slut.
A red-headed slut with a splash of Coke.
There's a drink called a red-headed slut.
Yeah.
I have to order that one. Give me a red-headed slut. Throw her down and kick her legs apart.
You guys are vulgar.
He's vulgar. I'm over on the other side.
But I'm never in that bar. That's the trick.
Oh, man. Well,
all right. Well, okay. Well, all right. We'll see.
You know.
Well, we thank you for. We know now that if we're out, what we might see. But okay, so let's go on to the other shocking good news. Okay, because we've got more. Okay, one, I'll jump around a little bit. There's a UK royal wedding souvenir condom. Now, Michelle didn't believe that. I said there's a company in England that's actually bringing out a souvenir royal wedding condom. So those of you who can attend can at least get a royal. It's not sanctioned by the.
That's a really interesting and kind of thoughtful party favor.
Thank you.
Because think about it. Single people at weddings, they're only there to hook up with somebody.
That's right.
So it's really nice because they give them a condom and it's got the names of the royalty on it. I think
And then
party favor.
I like a little Astroglide tear off pack. Just have right there too. And then of course I wanted to come up.